Hello, friends. How angry do I look? I was looking for a Facebook filter that would show that I'm not in a sleep shirt and no makeup, but this is the one I found. So I figured if we can't, increase my sweet looks, let's make me terrifying. I'm here with my friend Wednesday night. It's been a long week. I've worked 2 whole days because we had Labor Day. But most excitingly, I'm putting the binding, Haley, I'm putting the binding on a quilt, and I'm going to do the binding on another quilt. And I've been digging holes. Man, this look is so scary and adds a little bloat to my face. It is not helping at all. It's a good thing I'm already married and he's stuck with me. I probably look like this when I first wake up in the morning. Anyway, I'm putting the binding on a quilt, and I have another one that I'm going to do the binding for. And we've been digging holes because Leroy wanted monkey bars, and we're going to redneck that by doing it ourselves. And Pop Pops is making the monkey bars, and then I'm digging holes. And a post hole digger is very slow work. You shove it in the ground, pull it apart, times 4, over and over and over. And somebody loaned us an earth auger that will dig up the holes. Turns out it's still hard work if you have really hard ground. And here in Cartersville, we're mostly mountain, so I'm just digging up giant rocks, and it's a long process. So, hey, Christine. I don't always look this ugly, just slightly less ugly, but I thought this filter was fun. Let's see if we can change the filter, because I'm scaring myself. Oh, look, there's normal. Also scary. Oh, well, I didn't have anything to say, but when I poured myself some box wine, I thought, let's jump on Facebook. I don't do that very often anymore. So it's been a rough week. Kids are going back to school full time this week, all the days, and I am no longer expected to be a teacher. Holla! I wasn't a very good one in the first place because I am working from home, and as soon as I gave the, hey, go read 15 minutes, I would get on a phone call. So it's not like I was supervising anyway. But it's been stressful at work. My sweet office mate is on a trip out of town for work, so I've been all alone having to talk to the customers all by myself, which is fun. I like customers. I had a guy call me twice just because he found me that pleasant. How lonely is he? Ah! But grass business seems to be booming. Typically we see like a slowdown as school starts, but I think things are still going because the weather's delightful. Oh my God, did y'all like checking the mail today? I love checking the mail when you don't sweat taking the 10 steps. Always a good time. So I put dinner in the oven, and then it was done because I got it from the farmer's market. It was called Jake's something, like Jake's Ready-Made Meals. I got it from the Cartersville farmer's market and put it in the freezer. It comes frozen, but then you pull it out. Pull it out, that's what she said. Sorry. You thaw it, and then you cook it at 350 and heat it up. So I ate dinner by myself while nobody was looking, and if they want to find it, it's in the oven. Otherwise, you can go dig a hole in the backyard or play on a device. Who cares? Anyway, that's the update here. I've been under a lot of stress with work, so it hasn't been very fun for me to jump on and drink too much. Also, my mom says you never feel good. You never feel better than you do after the second, which is actually true. I used to tell her that she was wrong on a lot of things, but on that one, it's totally accurate. What you enjoy with the first 1 and 2, it's the best it's going to get. It's only downhill after that. Peggy Tatum knows so much. So, hope you guys are surviving. Does it feel like it's Friday? Because it's just Wednesday. It's just a tease. It's only Wednesday. Oh my God. But we can make it. Dottie had a play date today. I took her to Chelsea's house up the street. She has 3 dogs, and they, all boys, they wanted to sniff her bits, and now she's all worn out. Hey, leave it. Look, she listened to me. She was trying to steal some batting. I have extra batting after the quilter dropped off the projects. Let's see if I can show you this project without making too much of a mess. Putting on the binding, lots of quilters hate putting on the binding. They like put it off to the last minute. So here's the finished quilt, and the long arm quilter already did all the quilting. Hi, Lisa. And then I've trimmed it, and I'm putting on the binding. You piece it on the front side first, and then you fold it over and do the back side. So anyway, it's the final countdown, and I love putting on binding. First of all, it's a very mathematical process. You cut things at 2.5 inches, fold them in half, put it on, blah, blah, blah. There's not any of this cut 200 pieces and then sew them back together in a different way thing. It's very straightforward. And, you know, within, say, 30 minutes or an hour, you're finished with a quilt you've been working on for months. In fact, let me show you something. I keep track of the projects I have. It's really meant to be like an agenda planner. I got it from a quilting company. It's called the Quilter's Planner 2020. But what I do is I write down each of my projects and the stage that they're in. And you can download these things. You don't have to buy a planner that'll show you those. I'm going to take off the filter because I look so stinking amazing already. Isn't that one terrifying? Oh, well, that's not what I was going for either. Huh, okay. Anyway, I mark where I've bought the fabric, cut it, put the top together, backing and binding, start and finish. So I can track the projects, how long they take. And some of them I've started and not finished yet. As you can see over here, there's no finite. And then others go together really quickly. I did a baby quilt, started it in January and finished it in May, but it was a baby quilt. It was pretty small. A lot of these things take over a year, and that's just fun to finally see it at the end. So where is this one? This quilt is called Brightly. I started it June of this year, and I'll finish it tonight. So 3 months. And then the other one that I'm binding, I started in July. So that's moving pretty quickly, but they were both projects. One was for a friend, but a project that was being funded. Sometimes I'm doing gifts. The other one is a gift. The Brightly one that I'm working on right now is a gift. So it has to wait for my paychecks and my cash flow. But anywho, that's how I track things. But it's really nice to see your progress moving along, and I'm excited for starting the next year because then 2020 will be over. But I love to track these things, and some of them, you know, probably won't be finished. But I've got a goal. I have 4 that I need to do small changes to, and then they're ready to go to the quilter. 4, and they're all gifts for somebody. So I have some goals in place before the end of the year. And since I love talking so much, the other night I got inspired, and so I just take computer paper and I will sketch out a design. So one of the things I'm doing is called a bookshelf quilt. I posted it the other day, and you take strips of fabric and you'll end up putting selvage on there, so it actually looks like a bookshelf, which is really cool. But I got inspired to, let me get the actual one. I got inspired to do one for me. So I kind of drafted it, got Brandon's ruler from elementary school out, and then I drafted the size I want. A lot of times I'm just following a pattern and doing exactly what somebody else says. Hi, Lauren. But sometimes I get inspired, and it might happen in the middle of the night. I'm not saying I'm an artist, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm very type A. I love math. You would not consider me a creative artist type. I like quilting because it's very mathematical and it's very measured and exact. That's good stuff. But occasionally the spirit strikes, and so I have kind of a rainbow bookshelf pattern, and I get almost manic about it. I don't know if other quilters do this or other crafters, you know, but I will get almost manic and I can't think about anything else. So I have, my dog keeps chewing up my master bedroom quilt that someone else made for me. I had it made once I started liking quilting, but I wasn't comfortable making it. So I've drafted out a new one. but I'm not going to put it on the bed until the dog quits chewing things. I have patched so many holes in that poor quilt, and I'm glad it was not like my great-grandmother's quilt. It's not an heirloom piece, and I believe that quilts should be used, so I just throw a patch over things. I sew it on both sides, and we just move on. And eventually she'll stop chewing. They say it might take 2 years. She's 7 months right now. We got a ways to go. Oh, hi, Mary. And then this is the rainbow bookshelf quilt. And both of these, like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night with another idea. So, for example, I came across a fabric that's red and it's got roosters on it. And I woke up in the middle of the night. It was 2 a.m. and I thought on the edge, I need to have like wallpaper. So here's my bookshelf. And then I need to have wallpaper from the wall behind it peeking through. And it needs to be red rooster. I am never going to be wealthy from my artistry, and I will never be famous, but it does keep me from going crazy. Mary says that eating a quilt is better than chewing a rug that you can't repair. That is true. We've removed all the rugs in the house. I took one to work. I ended up throwing one away because it was so full of pee. Aunt Tatum's the only one in my living room still has a rug. But the potty training month or two, she destroyed everything. She preferred the rug to outside for a while. So, yeah, the rugs also suffered. But now it's batting from quilts and shoes. She loves shoes. Oh, we find shoes put on high shelves. You know, Drew, go put your shoes on. I don't know where they are. They're on top of the fridge. They're on top of the washer. They're on top of a dresser because you have to keep them up high. Right now, on top of my desk, I have pink, sparkly, glittery shoes because they cannot be on the floor where she can get them. Oh, she loves to chew. But it is hilarious to wake up in the morning and see what kind of shit show has happened overnight. She goes to sleep with me. She sleeps long ways in the bed like a hot dog. So she doesn't take up too much space. But before she winds down for the night, I'll be falling asleep and not paying attention, and she'll be chewing on something fierce. Last night, hi, Carly. Congratulations on that third baby that looks exactly like the other two. I mean, you can clone them. Last night, Dottie ate a Nerf football, and it was in so many pieces. She only ate like a fourth of it. It was disgusting. I had to vacuum the bedroom. Anyway, work in progress. What do you say? Work in progress. I don't remember how you say that. I haven't had that much wine. I'm just that tired. Work in process, WIP. That's what it is. So anyway, that's the update on Emma Tatum Johnson. Everybody's alive here. We have family pictures on Saturday. Hi, Beth. My Bethy Poo. We have family pictures on Saturday, and I need to get Drew's haircut. Nobody has an outfit except me. Oh, Aunt Tatum has an outfit. She likes things that turn. She doesn't say twirl. She likes things that turn. But the boys need outfits, and nobody has shoes. So that's our project before Saturday morning. But then we will look like a normal-ish family because we will have a photo that I can do for Christmas. And I love covering the walls with my children because I like them sometimes. So, hi, Drew. You home from baseball? Go check out the holes I dug. Yeah. All right, so that's the update. I love you guys. Hold it together. Take care. Bye.